2025 has brought us a fistful of albums about the pleasures of falling in love. But what about all of the turmoil that comes with that? With Blue Reminder, Meg Duffy delivers their first album proper under the Hand Habits name since 2021's murky yet enthralling Funhouse. And boy has it been worth the wait. This album rewards not only the patience of having anticipated its release, but also the patience of listening intently. That said, this album's demand for patience is kind of ironic given the collapse into devotion at its heart. The spine of this record is formed by Duffy's introspection on the interplay between the beautiful and ugly parts of our brain chemistry as we fall head over heels in love. Opener More Today starts heavy but gives way to a spare arrangement and some lovely gentle lyrics, which then culminate in the line, "Every word you say is tearing me apart," but not in a bad way. Wheel of Change, in spite of its sing-along chorus, ponders all-consuming insecurity in the face of a deepening relationship, while Dead Rat is an acoustic devotional that explores, quite bluntly, neediness. And Way It Goes, which starts off at a high simmer before loosening up quite a bit, dwells on resentment being held for an ex. I have to say, I really admire the way Duffy goes in on these more toxic impulses and reasons with the psychology behind them. But brilliantly, halfway through, the record switches up with a jazzy instrumental appropriately titled Forgiveness. And the insecurity and borderline terror of the record's A-side give way to a kind of cautious optimism. On Beauty 62, Duffy sings about how songs bloom from the wreckage while keys twinkle and surge underneath. And the jittery guitar of Bluebird of Happiness makes for an interesting contrast with the intertwining vocals and unapologetic joy. The waltzy title track has this almost medieval melody, and it gets really vulnerable as Duffy lays out the knottiness of their gender identity to their partner. And while they do again return to a fear of being left alone, they end the track repeating the mantra, "I feel lighter now." Then you've got the penultimate track, Summer Night, which in the context of the album at large is absolutely fascinating. It feels like it's written to fill the quiet void in the aftermath of an argument, not with resentment, but with resolution and a guard let down. The album closes then with Living Proof, which with its cosmic washes of keys, synth and guitar is arguably the most conventional track on here, but its theme of pure adoration winds things up wonderfully. Musically, this record is, as per Hand Habits' usual standards, fragmentary, shape-shifting, and absolutely brilliant. But what's really stood out to me here, clearly, are the lyrics. Blue Reminder feels like a manual for acknowledging and accepting the less productive urges we feel from time to time, and working through and past them. And putting aside its artistic merits, which are many, I'm just really glad this exists.